It usually doesn't happen during a fight. It happens on a quiet day. No arguments, no big goodbye, just a strange pause where something feels. She opens her phone, half bored, half curious. Your name is there, but not pulling her anymore. No urgency, no pull, no emotional gravity. And that's the moment her mind freezes, because the man who once leaned in has stopped leaning. And the silence isn't loud, but it's heavy. If you've ever noticed a woman change right after you stop trying so hard, stay with me. And yes, before we start, if you're watching this while pretending you don't care, congratulations, you already care. Like the video, subscribe, and let's get into it before your thumb scrolls away again. Point 1 is where everything begins, and most men misunderstand it. When a woman realizes she's losing you, the first thing her mind does is panic over certainty, not love. Before she knew where you stood, you replied fast, you explained yourself, you made emotional sense. That predictability gave her comfort, even if she didn't value it much. Comfort is sneaky like that. It feels boring until it's gone. When you pull back calmly without drama, her brain loses its map, and the brain hates not knowing where it stands. This isn't romance yet. This is control slipping quietly. Her thoughts start looping. She rereads old messages. She replays moments where you were more present, not because she misses you deeply, but because her mind wants to understand what changed. Did she say something wrong? Did she wait too long? Did you finally see something she didn't want you to see? The confusion creates mental noise, and mental noise creates emotional tension. She may smile outside, laugh with friends, act normal. Inside, her thoughts keep tapping her shoulder. What if he's fine without me? That question stings more than rejection, because rejection means choice. This feels like irrelevance, and irrelevance scares people more than loss. At this stage, she might test you without meaning to. A random message, a story view, a light reaction, not to reconnect, but to check if the door is still open. If you respond the old way, her mind relaxes. If you don't, the panic grows quietly. Not loud panic, calm-looking panic, the kind that makes her suddenly more aware of your value. This is where many men mess it up. They think pulling back is about punishment. It's not. It's about removing emotional certainty. And once certainty is gone, her mind wakes up. She starts thinking instead of assuming, and thinking changes how she feels. This is the first crack. Small, silent, but once it starts, it never fully closes again. The second thing that happens in her mind is subtle, and that's why it's powerful. She starts rewriting the story she told herself about you. Before, you were familiar, easy to read, emotionally available. She knew your patterns, your tone, your timing. That made her feel ahead of you without ever saying it out loud. But the moment you step back, that story stops working. And when a story stops working, the brain rushes to fix it. She begins scanning the past for clues she ignored. Small things suddenly feel bigger. The way you stayed calm during tension. The way you didn't beg when things felt unsure. The way you walked away from moments other men would cling to. These details didn't matter before because they didn't need to. Now they do, because she's trying to understand if she misjudged you. And that question quietly shakes her confidence. If she misread your value once, what else did she misread? This creates internal friction. Her mind doesn't like being wrong. So it starts upgrading the image of you to protect her ego. You become more solid in her memory, more grounded, less replaceable, not because you change, but because distance gives shape. When you were close, she saw parts. When you step back, she sees the outline. And outlines are easier to respect. This is also why she may talk about you differently to friends now. Before, you were nice or sweet or there. Now you're confusing or hard to read or not like other guys. Those words sound casual, but they signal a shift. Confusing means unpredictable. Unpredictable means attention. Attention creates emotional focus. Emotional focus creates attachment if it lasts. She may even downplay it to herself, tell herself she doesn't care, tell herself she's just curious. But curiosity is how attraction re-enters without permission. This stage is dangerous for men who don't stay grounded, because once she feels this shift, she may reach out with warmth again. Not fully open, just enough. If you rush in now, the story snaps back to the old version. But if you stay steady, her mind keeps working. And the more it works, the more meaning it assigns to you. Humans value what requires thought. Effort signals importance. That's psychology, not romance. She isn't falling yet. She's reassessing. And reassessment is the doorway to renewed desire. This is the moment where absence begins to sharpen attraction instead of killing it, because now you're no longer a given, you're a question, and unanswered questions stay in the mind longer than clear answers ever do. The third shift happens deeper, and this is where her emotions start lagging behind her logic. She tells herself she's fine, she acts normal, but her body reacts before her thoughts catch up. This is when emotional withdrawal turns into emotional hunger. When you were always available, her nervous system stayed calm. It didn't need to react. Now, with your presence reduced, her system loses balance. An imbalance creates sensitivity. Small things hit harder. A memory pops up out of nowhere. A song reminds her of you. A moment of silence feels longer than usual. She doesn't connect these reactions to you at first. She just feels slightly unsettled, slightly off, and that's important because emotions don't ask permission. They show up when patterns break. Your absence becomes a stimulus, not dramatic, just consistent enough to be felt. This is where she starts feeling before thinking. She might feel irritated without knowing why, or restless, or oddly aware of her phone. These are not signs of weakness. They are signs of attachment being interrupted. When attachment is interrupted, the brain sends signals to restore it. But here's the catch. She can't restore it easily anymore because you're not reaching out the way you used to. So the emotion has nowhere to land. It just circles. This creates quiet frustration, and frustration often disguises itself as interest. She might suddenly ask questions she never asked before, or show concern that feels slightly misplaced, or tease you in a way that carries tension instead of playfulness. That tension is emotional energy searching for direction. And the reason it grows is simple. You are no longer regulating her emotional comfort. She has to do it herself now, and that feels unfamiliar. Many men think attraction is about adding more emotion. It's not. It's about allowing space for emotion to form on its own. When you stop filling every gap, her mind fills it instead. And minds fill gaps with meaning. This is also where she starts comparing, not out loud, internally. Other men feel louder, faster, easier, but they don't create the same pull because there's no tension, no space, no unanswered feeling. You, on the other hand, have become a quiet contrast, not dramatic, just different. And difference stands out when everything else feels the same. At this stage, she might tell herself she should move on, that she shouldn't think about you, but telling yourself not to think about something only keeps it present. The absence has already done its work. Her emotions are now engaged, even if her pride won't admit it. This is the point where chasing her again would undo everything, because the hunger disappears once the food is pushed too close. Hunger needs distance, desire needs room, and without saying a word, you've given her both. The fourth moment is when pride steps in and tries to take control. Up until now, her mind has been confused and her emotions unsettled. But here, something sharper appears, a quiet fear tied to self-image. She starts wondering how this looks from the outside, not just to you, but to herself, because if you can walk away calmly, what does that say about her place in your life? This question hits the ego, not the heart, and ego reacts fast. She may tell herself she never cared that much. She may act distant or overly casual if you cross paths. She might even convince herself that you were never that important. But notice this, people don't protect things they don't value. The mind doesn't defend against losses. It doesn't feel this stage is about dignity, trying to survive uncertainty. She doesn't want to feel like she misplayed her hand. She doesn't want to feel like she underestimated you. So her behavior may become controlled, measured, almost strategic. She responds slower. She keeps conversations light. She avoids depth, not because she feels nothing, but because she feels too much and doesn't want to reveal it. This is also when she becomes highly aware of how you see her. Before, your attention was a given. Now it's earned. And earned attention makes people self-conscious. She may dress differently, speak differently, post differently. Small shifts meant to reassert presence without asking directly. It's a way of saying, I still matter, without risking rejection. This is where many men misread the situation. They think her distance means she's done. Doesn't. It means she's protecting her self-respect while trying to regain emotional footing. The key detail here is this. She is now reacting to you instead of assuming you. Reaction means influence. Influence means you've changed the emotional dynamic. And dynamics rarely reverse back to the old version once awareness enters. She is now aware of your absence, aware of your independence, aware that you are not emotionally anchored to her response anymore. That awareness changes how she feels, even if she never admits it. This is also why she may test boundaries here. Say something slightly cold or slightly warm, just to see how you respond. Your reaction tells her whether she still has access. If you stay steady, neither chasing nor punishing, her mind has to accept a new truth. You are no longer orbiting her. You are standing on your own center. And that forces her to reassess her position around you. Pride doesn't like losing ground quietly, but when it does, it leaves a mark. And that mark becomes respect, even if it starts as discomfort. The fifth and final shift is the one she feels the longest, even if she never talks about it. This is when panic turns into awareness, not loud awareness, quiet, lasting awareness. She realizes something didn't just change temporarily, it changed permanently. The dynamic you once had is gone, and it's not coming back the same way. This is where her mind finally accepts that you are no longer emotionally available on demand. That realization settles slowly. At first, she resists it, tells herself time will fix it, tells herself you'll come back around. But as days pass and your energy stays consistent, something sinks in. You're not reacting, you're not trying to prove anything, you're not waiting. And that calm consistency teaches her more than words ever could. She starts to see you as a man who chooses, not a man who hopes. And that distinction matters more than attraction itself, because hope feels weak when it's one-sided. Choice feels strong even when it's silent. This is also when regret may quietly appear, not dramatic regret. Small thoughts, moments of I should have handled that differently, or maybe I took that for granted. Regret doesn't mean she wants to run back. It means she now understands value through absence. And understanding lingers. She may carry this awareness into future connections, comparing without realizing it, measuring other men against the calm you showed, the space you held, the way you didn't collapse emotionally when things felt uncertain. This is the point where you become a reference point, and reference points don't fade easily. Even if she never reaches out again, even if paths never cross, your presence has already done its work. You showed her a version of masculinity that didn't beg, didn't punish, didn't perform. It simply stood firm, and firmness leaves an imprint. This is also why, if she ever does come back later, it won't be casual. It will be careful, because she knows now. She knows you won't stay where you're not chosen freely. She knows the old comfort is gone, and she knows access to you requires intention. That knowledge changes how she approaches you. Even years later, the panic is no longer there. Panic burns fast. What remains is respect mixed with curiosity. And those two together are powerful. But here's the most important part. This final shift isn't about her anymore. It's about you. Because by the time she fully realizes she's losing you, you've already found your balance. You're no longer moving based on her reactions. You're moving based on your standards. And that's why this moment matters, not because it makes her feel something, but because it confirms something in you, that you don't disappear loudly. You simply step forward quietly. And the people who notice that are the ones who were watching all along.